course recreations are my thing, because we're playing an ancient game. That was crap. Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Super Mario Bros. Special, recreated in Super Mario Maker, the version I'm playing. You can play the originals, I keep mentioning. That's just a thing. Really out of my element with this. But yeah, like I said, I love course recreations. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, to be fair, because I've never actually played Super Mario Special as well, like I've already mentioned. And I was thinking, should I cut out all the menus? But then again, it was like no, because if I was playing on Super Mario Maker, this is how you would access every level anyway. So yeah. Now I'm not entirely too sure if this is supposed to be like this or if it's a little bit disproportioned. But yeah, yeah, you can't make that jump. He made it so that you can't. So he had to do another one of those shortcut things in order to make it work. Because I think another one of these. Maybe this is the level I was thinking of. I'm not too sure. No, I ain't. Never mind. So yeah. I want to go into that pipe. There we go. And now we're on another cheap bridge. Run! Those okay, now those platforms are supposed to be the ones that when you land on, they start sinking, but as soon as you jump off, they stop. I'm not entirely too sure how you're supposed to recreate that in Super Mario Maker. Maybe there'll be a later update that managed to do it. I'm not entirely too sure. But yeah, that's a thing as well. And I swear that had the item that I wanted in it. I'm going to die. No, I'm not. Okay, I thought there was like an invisible point block there. Instead, I died to a paratrooper. Okay, cutting until I get back there. This time I'm going to go over. I think the only times I'm going to cut is if I die like near the end of the level or something, and I've got nothing really to discuss when it comes to this game in general. I will say though that oh yeah, I think this was one of those annoying jump. No. There is an annoying jump that requires a spring, and yeah, that's what I can talk about. There is a level in Super Mario Bros. Special, that has a trampoline that is required to be used in order to beat the level. It's not this level though. This has got a very weird end stair. But yeah, that level requires you to use a spring, and just like you would normally do in Mario games, you would have to press the jump button as soon as you spring up to like get extra height off of the spring. But for some reason, not only is it hard to do that in Super Mario Special on both the NEC PC88 and Sharp X1 versions of the game, yeah, not only is it hard to pull it off on that, but it's also broken, as in like when you jump on the spring it gets stuck in its squashed animation and it doesn't work properly. Once again, I'm not entirely too sure if that's like limitations of the console itself that it's being played on, or if it's just a programming fault. But like I said, some warp zones don't actually exist. Ah, I did it! I don't think you're supposed to do this though. But if you do this, you pretty much skip the entire level, so I'm not going to do that. Let me go back. We want to play all levels legit, we want to show them off. So let's not do that right now. Okay, so now we got like the rest of the actual level here. Should have used Lakitu's Cloud to replace the wing power-up. Oh, is this where you get it? Okay, so this is supposed to be the wing power-up, but instead you play as Princess Peach. Okay, so that's what you replaced it with. But then again, someone has already suggested that you should use Lakitu's Cloud to replace the wing power-up, so maybe sometime after this video it will be changed to a Lakitu Cloud. I mean, the wing power-up isn't infinite use. That's something else I can talk about. When you collect the wing power-up, it's not like you can use it until you get hit. It just changes all physics to, instead of being on ground, you're underwater. Obviously that can't be done in Super Mario Maker, but yeah. I don't know why he puts it here. He should have put this bit here, to be fair, but whatever. So yeah, with the wing, it's not infinite use, so therefore it's timed like a star. I mean, if you've seen if you've seen corruption videos of the original Super Mario Brothers, you may have noticed that in some of them, you're above ground, but you have water physics. You can like swim and do all the stuff that you would normally do, like when you're underwater. And of course, that would be the best thing. But to replicate that, why not use a Lakitu Cloud in Super Mario Maker? Because that has a time limit as well. It disappears after a while. And if you put a Lakitu Cloud in a question mark block by default, it doesn't have a Lakitu in it, as far as I'm aware. Sorry, I couldn't think of what I was trying to say there. Now, there's actually a little bit of an interesting thing about the original. Because of the jumping physics, it's really hard to do a certain scale puzzle at the near the further on here. But if you're small Mario, you can get in here. No, you don't need to be small. I don't know if that's Super Mario Maker logic, or if that applies to Super Mario Special as well. Because if you were small Mario, this would be the preferred route. So that's a thing. Can I get that? Thank you. I don't know why I'm trying to go for it anyway, because coins don't matter. They reset every time I die and start a new level, because it's Super Mario Maker, you know? And lives don't matter, because I've got infinite lives anyway. You would have normally infinite lives at this point, regardless, so... Okay. I think actually... Yeah, I think it might actually be this puzzle, or it may be a puzzle back. You know what? I have the chance. I'll go backwards. These will respawn. Yeah, it was that puzzle. Those jumps are really hard to make in the original versions of Super Mario Special, but in this version, of course, it isn't. But you would only be able to take the shortcut if you were Small Mario, but you can take the shortcut as Big Mario in Super Mario Maker anyway. So yeah, that's just different physics, you know. That's just how the games were built. And yeah, we're already done on World 3-3, so now we just got the final level of this world to do, and we can already end the episode. I'm actually glad I found stuff to talk about, because it's like, I don't know the game that much, I don't know what else to talk about, other than Hudson Soft were the people who made it, not Nintendo. In fact, during this final level here, oh, this might actually be one of the levels that have a new enemy introduced. So hard it sucks. I doubt that. Oh yeah, fire bars in the original are so fast and they flicker so much, they're really hard to get past. You have to like literally practice to do it. Alright, just do this. There we go, there's a mushroom. I'm not entirely too sure if I'm ever going to get that though. Jump over that one. Ah, then these are supposed to be barrels. You can't jump on them, and the only way, and you can't use fire to kill them. Of course, on these ones, you can use fire, and that's supposed to be the hammer. The hammer, though, in this case, has been replaced with a fire flower to emulate the effect. So yeah, that's one of the Super Mario Maker dummy stand-ins. I was trying to think of the correct word to use, like... That may be the correct term, actually. Like, dummy stand-in, because it's like, you can't have a hammer, so what's similar to a hammer that allows you to attack enemies? Fire flowers. So what do fire flowers allow you to do? Attack enemies. Let's have these barrels not jumped upon, like normal, but replace them with an enemy type that you can actually kill with a fire flower, because barrels can't be killed with a fire flower, which is weird, because barrels are made of wood, and wood is flammable. Then again, you can get wood that isn't flammable, I believe so, or it's hard to be ignited easily. I don't know, I'm probably talking about my butt right now. But yeah, with that, we've actually seen like our first stand-in for the hammer. Yeah, so that's that. So in the next episode, guys, we were going to 4-1, oh, World 4 even. And yeah, World 4 has similar... It's pretty much similar to the original 4-1 Super Mario Bros. For NES, but obviously with different platforms, and of course, as you can see there, a coin heaven. So, in the next episode, we will do this level, as well as the next 3, and we'll get through World 4. See you guys then.